I have a question for you. What does mean for you to be a spiritual person? Does that mean that you have a divine connection? And if so, what is your divine connection? Or what implies to have a divine connection in your life? Is that affecting your perception about life and how you live and what's going to happen once you die? And yeah, probably it does. But yeah, it's for me. It's been a journey to explore, to understand in this lifetime what was my divine connection, because many times, mainly in when I was younger, when I was very young, I was feeling a strong divine connection. But then through traumas and changes in life, I started doubting that was really real, or that was part of my fantasy, that I invented it. And I have to say that later on in life, I really started feeling back again in life, that life was having a meaning for me, when I start recovering or opening to the possibility that actually there is a divine connection with me or in me. And I know that through revision and literature and we may have a tendency to look for the divine outside of us. And I like to talk about that because even though we may have moments, and we do have spiritual guides and that are supporting us, and they are here, ready to help us when we want to, when we need to. But it's important to understand that in our energy field, in our aura, that it's okay. Let me start again with the aura, or our human energy field. We have 7 levels in this human energy field, and the first 3 levels, they are very related to the survival or to the functioning of this body in this life, in this lifetime. And then we have the 4th level, that it's a level of the heart, and it's a level of connection. And here we can start really perceiving the divine connection. We can feel the human connection. We can feel connections beyond time and space, and connection with nature and the forces of nature, the spirits of nature. And then we have the 5th level of the field, that it's a beautiful level where we perceive in this level. And I'm telling you again, this is not me or someone else, it's everyone. We have these levels. And this 5th level of the field, we call it level of divine will. And we can experience synchronicities, we can experience divine precision in our body, and when we are really open we can perceive it in our lives too. That we start understanding in this level, not just understanding, we can feel it in us, how precise everything needs to be for this moment to happen, for me, you to exist and have all these life coincidence things, situations. So yeah, this in this level we start perceiving more what oneness means, because nothing is really separate and everything is working at once to make possible this moment. Then we go up to the 6th level of the field, which is different than the 5th level, and it's similar to the 4th level, but because it's about connections and all that, but it's much more related to higher spiritual, also going in. The 6th level takes us to that space of oneness again, where we feel a strong connection with everything. And it's not exactly oneness, the oneness that we can experience, but it's one step closer to the physical reality, I would say, than other aspects of oneness. But the connection that we feel it's more similar to the 4th level in the way that the oneness or the connection that we feel, it's through love. Through love and through belonging and through all the qualities that we may experience when we talk about spiritual ecstasy, like grace and fulfillment and feeling the divine in me, that, or like the mystics, they talk sometimes, the beloved penetrating one, and yeah, that ecstasy of really being one with the love that is creating this universe constantly. And then there is the 7th level of the field as well, that brings more that divine wisdom into our presence, and it's part of who we are as well, and it goes beyond doubts, because in that level you know who you are and you know what everything is. And it feels good, because even the most difficult things, they make sense in this level. And also you can also have memories from other times where you were alive in a different body long time ago, and where you were connected as well. So yeah, this is in us, all of us. If we tap into it, if we allow those energies to come to the reality that we are experiencing, it depends on us, and it's not always easy, because maybe many times since we've been children, we have been persuaded to not pay attention to that much, or even to not believe that those divine energies are just part of who we are. But we are that. And I bet that once or twice or many times you have experienced some of this. And like I was saying before, also we have this spiritual support. And I'd like to talk for a moment about the Sacred Human Heart community of guides. Because the first time that I experienced that community beyond one spiritual guide, to say something, Jesus Christ was my spiritual guide since I was a kid. Very clearly, and then I opened to other possibilities as well. But he's been with me, and I'm not shy anymore to say it. I'm not a religious person. I don't see Jesus Christ as a religion or as a church type of thing. I know who the energy, the Christ energy, and he has come to me many times, and so other guides of the Sacred Human Heart community have come to me as well. And my first experience with them was this amazing line of guides in the 7th level of the field. They were golden all, and almost infinite line of guides of all kinds of different cultures, all kinds of times. Humans that at some point they have claimed and live and experience the divine on them, and that have opened their hearts, and that they are and they stay with humanity to help us in these moments, when we are physical, and maybe when you are not physical anymore, you are part of them, and then you decide to come back and have some experience here, and then you go back and you are, but they are here and they are supporting us. And sometimes when we are in a transition, they can come very clearly into your life, and help you to realize who you really are. So this Sunday we're gonna do this healing for first time of divine connection, and we're gonna try to bring to your awareness, to your perception, increase the intensity of these levels into you. And it's beautiful, because when that happens, there is no doubt that that is happening. But then maybe after that you may have doubts, and like it happens to me. I remember one time that the experience was so intense, and that then after a while I couldn't believe it, and so I asked people, and no one could tell me really at that time. And I understood that was my experience, and I live it that way, and that was my experience. Then later on I got involved, because also when you open to new possibilities in life, you get to meet people, you get to go to places or communities where you are able to, and you feel safe enough, and you feel supported to explore who you really are in ways that you never did before. So that happens to me too, and now I'm happy that me and many others like me, we are here to open those spaces for whoever needs it, to realize who we really are individually and as a community of humans in this planet. So we're very happy. We feel fortunate. We feel supported and in synchronicity with you. Thank you for being there.